Salaki. So, starting back over here is Ecclesiastes 12:7. It says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it." So this is what happens after you die, man. Your body goes into the ground, into the grave, and into hell, into the grave, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it. It didn't. The requisite didn't say that you had to be, righteous or unrighteous. No, it didn't say that. It was plain and simple, man. Right? So I'm gonna jump to Job 3 and 11 to further prove the point. Now this is a point when Job is he's in a time of affliction, man. He's going through hell, you can say, right? So this is what he says. This is Job 3 and 11. It says, "Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly?" Right? So he's saying he wished he would have died in his mother's womb. Right? So I'm gonna jump verses 17. He goes into dying, but verse 17 is the point. It says, "There the wicked cease from troubling." Now, if there was this fictional place called hell, how would this be so, man? It says, "And there the weary be at rest," man. So these are both the wicked and the people that are going through it are there, man. It says that they're at rest, man. If this was a place of torment, they wouldn't be at rest, man. That's the point. They're both there together. So when we go back to this definition of Sheol, they got to give you a truth with a lie, man. Both the righteous and the unrighteous are there, but it's not a place of of darkness. It's a place of rest, man. It says, "The prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor." See? So this is in hell. There's no oppressor. This is not hell. This is Salaki, slip of the tongue. This is this place that they're describing. This is nowhere near to that. Salaki, give me a second. Salaki. So there you go, man. The differences according to that doctrine doesn't make any sense, man. It says, "The prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master." So that's the point, man. The small and the great are there. The servant is free. There's no oppressor there. They don't hear the voice of the oppressor. The wicked cease from troubling, man. So they're at rest. They're not in some fantasy tale land under the ground being burned up forever, getting poked with a pitchfork, man. That's not what it is, man. And if you believe the Bible, you will see what is coming out, man. So I'm gonna go back to this definition right here. It says, "Regardless of moral choices made in life, a place of stillness and darkness cut off from the life and from God." No, that's false again. We just read Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. The spirit goes to God who gave it, right? The inhabitants of Sheol are the shades, entities without personalities or strength. Under some circumstances, they are thought to be able to be contacted by the living, as the witch of Endor contacts the shade of Samuel for Saul, but such practices are forbidden, right? That goes into calling after familiar spirits, man. Trying to contact the dead, that's going off, man. A sin worthy of unto death, man. It says, while the Hebrew Bible appears to describe the Sheol as a permanent place of the dead, in the second, which they go off there too, it's not no permanent place. You come back in your second bodies, But that y'all can go watch the reincarnation scriptures on that, It says, in the Second Temple period, roughly 50 BC and 70 AD, And this is a key point to make, because this is during the time of the end of the Greeks and the beginning of the Roman Empire, man. So what a coincidence that during this time it says a more diverse set of ideas develop of what this place could be. Here it is. All these they're doing all this study and like trying to find out the truth of what this means, but the Bible is clear, man. It tells you what happens when you die, and how the word hell is used in the scriptures doesn't fit to the description that they have out here, man. It just doesn't. It fits a description of a time of trouble, man, or the grave, man. It says a more diverse. So going back to this, it says roughly 500 BC and 70 AD, a more diverse set of ideas developed. What a coincidence during the Greek era, where they have I'm gonna read it. It talks about it. It says, in some texts, hell is considered to be the home of both the righteous and the wicked, separated into respective compartments. In others, it was considered a place of punishment meant for the wicked alone. See? So that's what they're saying now. Now when the Greek, they took the Greek custom, and started implementing their doings. Now it means a place where the wicked go and get punished alone. Huh. Isn't that funny how that works? And is equated by Gehenna in the Talmud. When the Hebrew scriptures were translated into Greek in ancient Alexandria in 2000 BC, the word Hades, the Greek underworld, was substituted for Sheol. So they're adding on to the scriptures, man. This place is Hades, this place of hell is not no place, man. Really, ultimately, you guys are going to get burnt up with thermonuclear fire, man. The wicked. That's how they're going to get judged, man. Not no eternal place where they burn forever. They're going to get burned by the thermonuclear missiles, man. That's the lake of fire, man. First, we were killed. The first big death was killed with water. And the second big death is going to be with fire, man. And they're both going to be lakes, man. The lake of water and the lake of fire, man. That's how he's going to do it, man. So I'm going to keep going, finish off a couple more points and conclude the lesson. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 6 and verse 8. It says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and the name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. How can this underworld be following, anything, man? I thought it was a place. It's talking about extreme hardship, man. That's what's getting ready to come to America, man. Death and extreme hardships, man. And power was given over him to kill the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword and with the hunger and with death and with the beast of earth, man. And that's hell, man. It's going to be hell on earth, man. How they want to say it. Because it's a time of extreme affliction, man. So, I'm trying to go through these quick. It says 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. If Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, delivered them into the chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, man. There you go again, man. We lost our first estate, man. At first we were perfect, when we were in the time of Adam, but when sin came in, we were put in these chains of darkness, man. This flesh, man, that always goes off, man. That's subject to sin, that's subject to vanity, man. And it casts us down to hell because why? We were in Eden first, man. It was all beautiful right there, But once the sin came in, we were brought to a lower state, man. It just is what it is, man. If you guys err not knowing the scriptures. It says Psalms 139 and 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make thy bed in hell, thou art there. You know, again, I'm gonna ask the question again. That's why it's so silly when people come and talk about this underworld doctrine. How is King David gonna make his bed in hell? You know, how is he gonna go down there? You know, you know, it's talking about you know, wherever the Most High is still gonna see you. There's nowhere you can go and you can hide, man. Even if you know, get a bunker under the ground, man, the Lord's still gonna get you, man. You know, referring to, you know, to the grave, man. You know, pretty much I'm just gonna finish off with this last scripture. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. It says, "These 12 Yahushua sent forth, commanding, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into the Samaritans enter ye not," man. So don't go after these false doctrines, man. Because at the end of the day, the doctrine of Hades, or this place of death, it's a doctrine of these heathens, man. You know. I'll finish it off with Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." You know, so pretty much that whole hell doctrine is a heathen custom, man. This has nothing to do with the scriptures. You know, we just read it. You know, what happens after you die. You know, the how they use the word in the scriptures, and you know, it just doesn't match up, man. You know, but those who will follow after truth shall attain unto truth. But those that will not, you know, they'll continue to listening to the customs of man and not of Yahweh, ultimately to their destruction, right? So with that, hopefully the elect out there was edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And shalom to the elect. With that, shalom and a baba ball.